What do we have? I questioned, eyeing Tony, as I walked into my quarters a few minutes later. I navigated my way around the glass coffee table and sank onto the couch. I think you should read them for yourself because it is interesting why he did this, Tony responded, gesturing to the terminal on the coffee table. He stood. Do you want anything? Maybe something to eat? Perhaps something to drink? There are some sandwiches in the refrigerator, if you would like to bring them out, and some lemonade, I told him as I began reading the documents on the screen. Apparently I'd become too engrossed in the information on the discs because Tony cleared his voice. Have you got to the part where? I put my hand up, picking up a sandwich. I bit into it and read the data on the screen. Ham and cheese on wheat. Swiss not cheddar. I nibbled on my sandwich until I read what I could only assume was the passage in question. I slammed my palm on the couch and told Chip, tell Lieutenant Colonel Garcia that I want 2 guards to escort Jack Madrid and Phyllis Walton to my quarters. I want the 2 guards to stand outside while I speak with Mr. Madrid and Mrs. Walton. I turned to Tony and remarked, those 2 better tell us what the hell is going on, or I swear I will be their worst nightmare. The timeline has been disturbed because of these notes, and that disturbance has caused not only a planet to start dying but for my son to die and my daughter to go missing. Not to mention, who knows where Drew is. These people need to start explaining, so we can fix this. What if they are right? Tony ventured, breaking off a piece of his own sandwich. What if this is unfixable? He nibbled on the sandwich. I can't accept that. I can't. Dominic said I have to restore the timeline. I have been working on this project for 20 years. I cannot let the people die. I tore off a piece of my sandwich and put it in my mouth. But wasn't that the plan? To relocate these people because nothing can be done for the planet. He finished the part of the sandwich on which he worked. Yes, but that plan changed when I discovered they tried to prevent me from finding out what really happened to this planet 15 years ago, I responded, then devoured the rest of my sandwich. They killed my son because of their secrets. No, that was not their intention, but the result is the same. What gets me is my own father is involved. I picked up my glass of lemonade and put it to my mouth. He studied me, tilting his head to the side, and Tracy was involved in this project? When he saw me nod, he remarked, you know, I still love her. Very much. However, he paused to put his glass to his lips, I need you to know that I love Abby too. I think Abby is good for me. I feel like I can actually look forward. He shook his head and decided, setting the glass down, I am still never going to be the parent that Rena and Caleb deserve. That is why I let Jessa and Nate adopt them. Tony, your personal life with my sister is none of my business. Abby is a great aunt, but she does not want to be a mother to human children. She loves her dogs though. Yes, that has taken some getting used to, fostering puppies, dogs and kittens, Tony replied as the doors chimed. Showtime, I declared, flashing him a brilliant smile. Chip, please permit our guests access. I watched the doors split open and in walked Phyllis and my father. They stood in front of me, arms folded, glaring at me. What did you call us here for? My father bid telepathically. Okay, let me bring you up to date. My contact decoded the discs for us, I started, gesturing between Tony and me, and I am sure you know what we discovered when we read them. I stood, moved in front of the coffee table and started pacing. Let's get this straight. I do not care about the secrets you are keeping. I do not care how or why this happened. All I want to know is how to fix it. I looked at one, then the other as I traveled to and from. I understand that you, no, let's start with why you two hate each other. Please tell me Drew is not your son, Dad. I watched Dad's face contort grotesquely. He and Phyllis exchanged an amused look, then began laughing. Drew looks too much like Frank to even think such a thing. Anyway, Phyllis and I have never been romantically involved. I cannot say the same about Erica and Frank. They dated long before you and Drew were born. Our rivalry is professionally based, Phyllis revealed. She climbed onto one of the stools and proceeded, we were working on a project that could have got us a Nobel Prize, and this one left my name off of it. Even though we didn't win, Jack refused to rectify the situation. What was the project on? I asked absent-mindedly, picking up my lemonade. I sipped it. Wormholes/time travel portals, Phyllis admitted, glancing at me, then Tony and back again. I threw my hands up in the air. How good could it have been if you two couldn't figure out how to fix this one? I twisted my mouth, then wondered aloud, or did you fix it and something else went wrong? I paced back and forth a few times before questioning, when you did these experiments originally, what happened? What conclusion did you reach? I felt anxiety mounting in them. It felt as if they might reach the panic attack level at any moment. What makes you think? Phyllis started, staring at me with her hands on her hips. Answer me, I advised them, looking from one to another. I can feel the anxiety building in both of you. I know you are hiding something. I just want to know what is the event that caused the destruction of the soil of India 7, so I can go back in time and stop it. You only have 2 more shots at this, my father vocalized, meeting my gaze. Anything more and you will disrupt the timeline permanently, which means